Judaism allow medical intervention, medical professional help, seeing your doctor, or when you have some kind of a sickness, an ailment, you have to go to the priest, to the high priest, to the Kohen, I should say, to a holy man. There seem to be conflicting statements in the Torah. So let's deal with this in a moment, but before this, there is one that we certainly have to thank, because everything comes from him, and it's God. So let us all say together the chapter 100, Psalm 100. Mizmor lesoid ori ladenu kol haaretz iudus adenu b'simcha, boi lefanav b'non aduk adenu limu asanu b'lo anachnam v'tzoi marisoy, boi yishoru b'soid lechatzrois b'silo hoido leboch hashemoy, ki toiv adenu le'lom chazdo v'yad doir v'der emunasoy. Let's give some tzedakah. This definitely helps on everything. So here is the point. The Torah says, if somebody inflicted a bodily damage to somebody else, he has all kinds of payments to do. Amongst them, v'rapo yerape. He has to pay for medical bills. He has to make sure that this person is healed. Says the Talmud, Mikan shenitnu haTorah reshus l'rofei l'rapos. From here we see that the Torah gives permission and requirements to get medical treatment. So, medical treatment is definitely an integral part of Judaism. And I'm not going by judging how many Jewish doctors we have. But here in the parsha of this week, we find something odd, I would say. Torah discusses if a person has a skin ailment called mitzoira, loosely translated as leprosy. And the Torah goes on to describe the different shades, the different colors, etc. And then the Torah says, what are you going to do? That he has to go to the Kohen. He has to go to the priest. And the priest will analyze it if this is a pure or an impure sickness. If it's something which is not impure, it says, don't worry about it, everything is good. If it is a serious impurity, a serious imperfection, then he has to be excommunicated. For 7 days, we will leave the community, come back, we'll check you out again after a week, and we'll see if it cured, you come back. If not, you stay longer. A skin ailment needs cream or whatever medication the doctor will prescribe. But what's the idea of going to the Kohen, to the priest? So our sages tell us that this skin ailment is not really a physical concept. This comes from the word mitzoira. Mitzoira, which in Hebrew also means leopard, but mitzoira also can be divided in two words, moitzi ra. Pronounce evil. About speaking bad about somebody else. Tattletale. Speaking, as we say, lashon hara. Says the Torah, if a person is speaking bad about someone else, he doesn't belong within community. He's antisocial. He needs to be excommunicated. So this is not a physical thing. This is a reminder. Behave. And therefore, if it is a severe ailment, he has to be going out of the community. That's the cure. But here's the idea about why going to the Kohen. Why particularly Kohen? You know, the Halal is so precise about it. Assuming if a Kohen, a priest that is not so familiar with his laws, but there is a rabbi who is very familiar who is not a Kohen. So the rabbi will check him out, and the rabbi will tell the Kohen if it is good or no good, and then the Kohen has to pronounce Toher or Tomeh. Now, if the Kohen is anywhere relying on the rabbi, why does the rabbi not himself pronounce good or no good? Explains the rabbi the following. The Kohen also has to make a judgment call. In other words, is this person a proper person, or is this person not behaving properly? Only a Kohen who is imbued with love your fellow Jew. Says Kohen is all about Ahava. Kohen is all about loving somebody else. He's blessing the community with love, with the blessing of love. Only a person like this can take upon himself to excommunicate another person. Because before we do this, it has to be done with love. And therefore Moshiach is also called Metzoira. But that's a talk for another time.